Hey everyone, welcome back. We are going to start today's DIY with these foam balls that I picked up from Walmart. I couldn't find the ones that like this from the Dollar Tree, so I did grab these from Walmart. Also for this project, I'll be using these mini frosted pine cones and the berries from these two picks that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. The pine cones came from the Dollar Tree as well. Really simple, guys. I just use hot glue and a little bit of pressure to add the mini pine cones all the way around the foam ball. And I do that until it is completely covered. And this is what it looks like when it's done. As you can see there are some big gaps that we have to fill. So what I'm going to do is to use the berries from these two different Dollar Tree picks to fill in those gaps. And I just add a little bit of hot glue into the gap and then push the berries right down into it. And it does help to cover up those gaps, and it does add a high-end look to our little decor piece as well. So this is how it turned out. I still have a few places to cover up, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what it looked like. I did this one, and then I also did this one using different berries from a different Dollar Tree pick, and it was these berries here. And this is what the two look like side by side. I went back to Dollar Tree and I found these foam balls, which were the ones that I was looking for. This was a different Dollar Tree that I went to, but I also found this bag of foam balls in different sizes. These are all the different sizes that were there. So I decided to cover those in the pine cones as well. The same frosted pine cones and also the regular pine cones. These are all mini pine cones, and I picked them up from Dollar Tree, and this is how those different sizes turned out. Again, they had little gaps in them that I had to fill, and I did use the same type of berries from Dollar Tree picks, and this is how our little vase fillers turned out. These are so cute and so seasonal. Drop a comment below and let me know if you prefer the frosted mini pine cones or the regular mini pine cones. For our next DIY, we'll be using this foam form and these pearls, all from the Dollar Tree. My Dollar Tree stores have restocked the pearls, so you should be able to find them. They do come in these 3 different sizes, and I will be using all 3 different sizes for our little pearl tree. Now, because these are beads, they do have holes on either side. So what I am going to try to do is to glue down all of the pearls so that when you're looking straight at the tree, you don't see the holes, you just see the part of the pearl that makes it look like just one whole piece. So this is what the bottom looks like, and as you can see, it just looks kind of like a pearl bracelet because you can't see any of the holes. And I am going to go all the way around the tree, and as I get to the top, I will be using smaller and smaller pearls. And once I get to the very top, I'm just going to continue to glue the pearls around and around until it comes to sort of a point. It doesn't really come to an actual point, but it does get smaller and smaller as it goes towards the top. So this is what it looks like so far. I found these adhesive pearl wrap sheets at the Dollar Tree. And I haven't seen these before, so I grabbed those, and I also grabbed this, which is pearl wrap. And the pearl wrap on the roll is not adhesive, so if you wanted to use that, you would have to glue it down. So I cut a couple of rows off the adhesive sheets, and I decided to spiral them down the tree as little pearl garland, and I thought it was perfect pearl garland for a little pearl tree. What do you guys think? Would you add the pearl garland or would you not? This is how it looks, and there are tiny little gaps in between the pearls, so I do want to fill those in. And to do that, I'm going to use this pearl eyeglass holder, and this also comes from Dollar Tree. So to remove the beads from the eyeglass holder, I am just going to cut them off, or I just need to make one cut and the pearls kind of come flying out at you. So to make it easier on yourself, I would recommend getting a little bowl to hold the beads. Of course, I didn't do that. I just let them kind of roll all over the place. But if you want to make your life easier, get a little bowl to put them in. And because they are such teeny tiny beads, I am going to use a little dot of hot glue and tweezers to help pick them up and place them in between the larger beads. Guys, this is tedious and it's time consuming. So if you want to skip this part, you're more than welcome to skip it. I just think it gave it a more finished look. It just bothered me being able to see all the way through to the bottom of our little pearl tree. And I really love the way that it turned out. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think about our little pearl tree. The topper came from the eyeglass holder. For this DIY, I'm going to use this flared bottom, or flared top, I should say, vase from the Dollar Tree. And I did soak it in water to get the rest of that label off right there. Now I'm going to open up a bag, a Dollar Tree bag. And using some of this fine glitter that I found at Walmart, Dollar Tree also has the same kind of glitter in a smaller packet, but it's the same color. And this Mod Podge, also from Dollar Tree. But before we add that, I wanted to add this little fake topper. This is just a little ornament that I got from Dollar Tree. And I took the silver part off that you would use as a hanger. And I put some hot glue there, and I'm just gluing down our little fake topper. So you won't be able to pick up the vase using the ornament. It's just for aesthetics. And of course, I go ahead and add the Mod Podge and the glitter to the top of our little cloche. And I just want this effect to be at the top of the cloche. And that's what it looks like. While that dries, I'm going to take this little piece from a Dollar Tree sign from a previous DIY, and I'm going to give it a coat of paint with this white acrylic paint that I picked up from Target. Once that dries, I'm going to take these two white bottle brush trees from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to hot glue them down onto our little wood piece. And I made a wreath from this loop yarn, and I had this little piece left over. So I'm just going to wrap it around the trees and use it as faux snow. Then I'm going to take this little deer that came from the fairy garden that Dollar Tree had in the spring. And I'm going to glue them all down to the little wood piece. And that completes our little cloche scene. Towards the end, you will see that I do add lights to it, but this is what it looks like so far. For our next DIY, I'm going to take this peppermint striped fabric from Dollar Tree, And I'm going to open it up and then turn it over. And then I'm going to grab a trinket dish, also from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to hot glue it down to the center of the fabric. Using a handful of polyfill, I'm going to add that to the center and then gather the fabric around it. And once I achieve roughly the shape that I want, I am going to go ahead and close up the top of the fabric using a rubber band. And I would just recommend using a rubber band, so if you change your mind and you want to change the shape, like I do later on, I decide I want to change the shape of it, you don't have to contend with any glue or like a seam ripper if you try to sew it shut. Using a rubber band just makes your life 1,000 times easier. So this was the first shape that I had. And I really wanted my gnome to have a wood nose, so I got these beads, this bag of beads from Joann's fabric. And I decided to use one of the large ones. And it does have holes on the sides because it is a bead, so just like I did with the pearls, I want to have the holes facing the side so that I can cover it up. And I'm going to glue the little nose down. I take this headband from Dollar Tree and remove the band part. And I want to glue it down, but before I do, I decided I wanted to change the shape of my little gnome pillow. So I did a little tucking and pulling until I got the shape that I wanted. And once I did get that shape, I just hot glued the seam closed. Of course, you could sew it if you wanted to, but I decided to go with hot glue. And this is the new shape that we have. Now for the beard for our gnome, I want to show you how to use this faux fur pillow from the Dollar Tree. However, I will be using some of the faux fur that I picked up from Joann's fabric only because I wanted the white beard, and I couldn't find any of the white faux fur pillows from Dollar Tree to make the beard. That would have been the most economic choice, but just make a slit in the back of the pillow and then cut straight across the top. And you could use this filling from the pillow for your gnome pillow as well if you don't have the polyfill. Just cut a square out of the faux fur fabric, and I turned it over and I used a straight edge to cut out a V. And this is what I have. So if I were doing like a nautical theme and I wanted like a nautical theme gnome, the red, white, and blue gnome would be great. So I just wanted to show you guys that you can use that faux fur pillow, you know, with the beard or for the beard. Because I wanted my gnome to have a white beard, I did go ahead and use the same method to cut out a piece of white faux fur. And then I hot glued it down to the pillow. And this is how his little this is how his little beard turned out. And for his hat, I just used a ton of hot glue and I glued it down, making sure to hold down either side of the hat to the nose so that you don't see the two holes on the side of his little nose. And that's what he looks like. This is how our winter scene cloche turned out with our little deer. I think it's so darling, and there's so many different things you can add to this to make it your own. But I really do like the added lights. This is how our vase fillers turn out. I did throw in a couple of other vase fillers from Dollar Tree, and then I decided to put them into this sled that I picked up from Home Goods last Christmas. I was just in Home Goods and I saw this sled again. I believe it was $17 or $18 if you would like to get one for yourself. And here is our little pearl tree. You can see the difference that those little bitty pearls make in filling in those gaps. Don't forget to drop a comment below and let me know if you would use the pearl wrap garland or if you would leave it off. And finally, here is our super cute and very darling little gnome pillow. And that trinket dish does help him to stand up. I think he just turned out so adorable. Thank you guys so much for joining me for today's project. I really hope that you enjoyed watching me make these. Drop a comment below and let me know which one was your favorite and if you'll be recreating any of these projects. I would love to have you subscribe to my growing channel so you can continue to see DIYs for the season and for the upcoming season. I hope you all have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.